Pause. Right here. Before a single line of dialogue, before a single character speaks. Look. In the cupboard under the stairs, pinned to the wall above Harry's mattress, that is not random set dressing. That is a direct reference to the opening chapter of Philosopher's Stone, the night Hagrid delivered baby Harry on Sirius Black's flying motorcycle. A motorcycle Harry has never seen, a night he has no memory of. But his subconscious drew it. His magic pulled it from somewhere. And 2 seconds later, a yellow coat hanger. One of Harry's birthday presents from the Dursleys. That detail is from the book. It never made it into the 2001 film. Ever. HBO put it in frame 4. And I promise you, what we found goes so much deeper than this. Today is part 1. We're going shot by shot through the HBO Harry Potter trailer, covering every single Easter egg and hidden detail the internet missed. Let's get into this trailer. Right at the open, we see Harry being chased through the corridors of his primary school by his cousin Dudley and Dudley's gang. And here is what most people missed.
There is nothing special.
Aunt Petunia cutting Harry's hair. Pause right here. She's not just being cruel. She's doing it because his hair keeps growing back. That is straight from the book. This woman genuinely resents this child, and it reads as something far darker than the original. Then, the yellow coat hanger in the cupboard. As noted by MovieWeb, this is Harry's birthday gift from the Dursleys the year prior, one of his only possessions. Uncle Vernon and Aunt Petunia gifted him a coat hanger and a pair of Vernon's old socks. The hanger is in frame. In the 2001 film, this level of Dursley cruelty was played for laughs. Here it's played as something closer to child neglect.
Your parents were the kindest, bravest people I ever met. They were funny and clever. They stood up for what they believed was right.
The castle looks different from Columbus's version, and it's deliberate. According to Wizarding World's official site, the house heraldry has been redesigned. Same colors and mascots, but new emblems. Look at the banners in the entrance hall. They're not the heraldic crests from the films. They're bolder, more medieval, more gothic. The Hogwarts crest itself has been stripped back, as if Hogwarts itself grew from the ground. That's not just a branding refresh. It signals that this production is separating itself visually from the WB film universe. There are theme parks, merchandise, a video game. HBO couldn't redesign everything. But the things they could touch, they touched them.
Are you really Harry Potter?
The Hogwarts Express scene is the one fans have seized on. Ron asks Harry, "Are you really Harry Potter?" And the camera holds on McLaughlin's face. The three of them are surrounded by piles of Bertie Bott's Every Flavor beans and pumpkin pasties. Visible on the train table, the Bertie Botts made it into the 2001 film as real-world tie-in merch. Euronews noted it first in their trailer breakdown, and fans on X have been obsessing over it. The color palette has shifted from the warm, amber-orangey tones of the Chris Columbus films to a cooler, gray-blue palette. If the show uses warm, saturated tones for Hogwarts and cold, gray tones for Privet Drive and the Muggle world, that visual contrast would perfectly mirror what Harry is escaping from and arriving to. The trailer gives us a brief glimpse of Harry and Hagrid traveling to London. We see Harry and Hagrid taking the London Underground to get to Diagon Alley. In the 2001 film, they arrive by seemingly appearing from nowhere. In the books, they take public transport. A black British wizard and a child navigating the tube, that moment of mundane magic bumping up against the real world, is something the film completely skipped. HBO put it in the trailer. Let's go through every character we see in this trailer because the details matter. McLaughlin is a Scottish actor. Over 30,000 kids auditioned for this role according to CNN. He's slight, dark-haired, visibly nervous in a way that reads as authentic rather than performed. This Harry looks genuinely afraid, and that is actually more book accurate. Stanton's Hermione already has the slightly bossy, slightly terrified energy the books captured in the first year before she becomes the loyal friend. And Stout's Ron, look at the scene where the trailer shows Ron hugging his mother on the platform. Molly Weasley is played by Catherine Parkinson. That hug is in the trailer for a reason. We'll get into the controversy in part 2, but right now, let's just talk about what's on screen. The moment Essiedu appears, black robes, slightly delayed movement, that specific kind of stillness that Snape requires. Lithgow is 80 years old. Richard Harris was 71 when Sorcerer's Stone came out. Harris's Dumbledore was warm, slightly frail, ancient in a way that felt melancholic. But look at the costume. The Slytherin tie is a deeper green than in the original films, almost emerald. That's a nod to Slytherin heraldry in the books, which described the color as deep and rich rather than the lighter green the film settled on. Hardcore fans noticed it immediately. Wizarding World's official site confirmed it in their trailer breakdown. The sorting hat is patched, frayed, and has a rip near the brim that functions as a mouth, exactly as Rowling described in Chapter 7. In the 2001 film, the hat was cleaner, more theatrical. The HBO version looks genuinely worn, like a hat that has been sorting students for 1,000 years and shows every year of it. HBO is building a separate visual identity, brick by brick. MovieWeb caught this. In the trailer, Harry is running through King's Cross Station, and Hedwig is visible with him, not caged, not in an owl carrier, just present. In the book, Hedwig is in a cage when Harry boards the Hogwarts Express. This is either a trailer cut or a deliberate show change, suggesting Hedwig's relationship with Harry will be more emotionally central than in the films. Given what happens to Hedwig in Book 7, 3 biggest hits from this video: the motorcycle drawing in Harry's cupboard, his subconscious magic pulling from a night he has no memory of. The London Underground scene, HBO, showing Harry and Hagrid taking the tube to Diagon Alley. A book moment the 2001 film never touched. The sorting hat's rip brim positioned lower, a staging choice that turns a hat into a character entrance. That is how obsessed this production is with detail. But here's the thing, everything we just covered, that's the surface level. Because in Part 2, we're going somewhere this trailer breakdown has not gone yet. First, there is one detail in the trailer connecting this HBO series directly to Pottermore lore that changes everything about how the show's final season will likely end. And almost nobody in the breakdown community has spotted it yet. Second, we're doing the full breakdown of the Papa Asiedu casting controversy. Not just the backlash, the specific death threats, the exact words. And third, the controversy that almost cost this show multiple cast members before filming began. John Lithgow, Nick Frost, Papa Asiedu, the letter. The co-star who called Lithgow's decision vaguely hurtful, and whether this show can survive its own off-screen drama long enough to reach Christmas. YouTube does not show you every video from channels you follow unless you hit that bell. So right now, subscribe, hit the bell, and I will see you in Part 2.